hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, entertainers? So tonight I'm coming to y'all with another video. So we're doing Hollywood Hot Topics. Please, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hype up the video. If you're not hyping up the video, then what the are you really doing? Okay. First I wanted to get into y'all. First of all, by the way, after I drop these next 3 drops, like these interviews, like it's their shit. I'm finna take a break. I'm playing. I ain't finna take a break. I need one though. Okay. But first I wanted to get into you guys is Marlon Wayans. So he recently did an interview and he basically says that 50 Cent is going to get the karma that's coming back to him because he's kicking Diddy while he's down. I don't agree with this. That documentary to me is not kicking somebody while they're down. Now he did throw some subtle shade within the documentary and tried to have some funny innuendos in there, but kicking somebody when they're down to me would be literally humiliating the man. I don't feel like that documentary was humiliating because it showed a lot of truths. It told a lot of truths. There wasn't anything like, you would have thought that the way that some people are talking about how dare 50 Cent, as if he brought like childhood photos and showed childhood photos that we've never seen from the world before. Like that to me is humiliating. Like showing him in his tighty whities. And we never seen that before. Showing him in a wig, dressed up as a woman. That to me would be humiliating. But people that have worked with them that are telling us their experience, that's not humiliation to me. That's their truth. Where's the humiliation in that? I'm confused. So that's what I don't get. I don't feel like he was kicking while he's down. We all know 50 Cent is petty. And he did put this documentary out to be his docuseries to be out to be petty. Like, well, nobody's denying that. But I don't think it's kicking him when he's down.
You saw Big before he passed?
Yeah.
Bro, so you're close. And Jack, what were you saying?
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And,
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew
People very close to the situation.
but you can create any narrative as a producer and as a director and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have?
I could create a narrative.
Well,
I could be
we see it all the time in reality shows.
Like,
reality
that's right.
shows.
Yeah,
That's how
you're
they
creating
you write
a
a
narrative.
character.
It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews. I can do this. I can get footage, and I could make you think this.
But let's talk about this. How did he get the footage though? Let's talk about that. Apparently, allegedly, the man who filmed the video of him in Miami leading up to the arrest, in Miami leading up to the arrest, right? He was not paid allegedly, and that's why he did what he did and went behind Diddy's back and end up going and selling it to 50 Cent. I'm just saying, when things like this are done and you're not doing things the business way, you're not doing it in order, and you're effing over people, it will bite you in the ass, as we're seeing here. So I don't get Marlon Wayans' point in this at all.
About that person.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's
Well, people are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it. It's divided.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is gonna.
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do. We ain't baby oil.
I agree with that. There is karma in everything that you put out, but there's karma in everything that you put out in the purpose behind it. The purpose was pettiness and informational. So I feel like, hey, if we got the informational part about it, is God really going to strike him dead? Is God really going to make him get his karma? If a part of it we needed to know the truth. Because during the trial, we got a lot of skewed opinions over people that really wanted to be groupies, if we're going to be honest. So it's like, now we're at least seeing somewhat of the other side. Is that wrong? Is he gonna get karma for that? I don't think so. That's just how I feel. I don't think he's gonna get karma for stuff like that. I feel like the karma is going to go to the person who is doing wrong. And that is why I feel like the diddler is in the situation that he's in. Because think about it. If he did not do all these people wrong and all these things and these actions, he would not be behind bars right now. If 50 was this bad person, I can guarantee you, as much people he's pissed off, if he has actually did something legally wrong, he would be behind bars right now. Pure point blank. And you can't say, oh, the money stopped it. No, because Diddy has money. It didn't stop him from going behind bars. I'm just saying. So let me know what y'all think down below. Do y'all think 50 will get his karma back from this? Or do y'all think he's doing the good work of the Lord and exposing the truth that we all now know? Now let's talk, speaking of 50 Cent, Ja Rule, okay? I'll never forget when the Cash on South Central Baddies compared this girl to Nina to Ja Rule, saying that she looked like Ja Rule. Ja Rule is saying that he's going to be creating his own docs exposing people, okay? He even put up articles about it and said, I think I'm going to start doing docs. There's a lot to unpack here, allegedly. So he woke up and chose violence. He went to X today calling out 50 Cent, saying that he's a snitch, amongst other things. He also posted a few articles mentioning 50 Cent and threatened to create his own documentary. Now, if he does it, I'm going to watch, okay? I'm a fair viewer, okay? If you feel like he has done some dirty deeds in his past, which we all know he has, and you want to expose it, do as you for real. It's a free country. We're all allowed to do that and have our opinion. You feel me? But will it be as good as 50 Cent was? I don't think so. I ain't gonna lie. There was like an artistry behind 50 Cent's docu-series. I'm gonna do a follow-up video on 10 things you may have missed from the 50 Cent documentary, because if you were not paying attention closely, there are a couple of funny moments and a couple of things that were in the docu-series that if you blinked too hard, you may have missed. But I just don't want this to become like whose D is bigger situation, to where not everybody's going to come up and try to create their own little narratives, and it's this person's narrative versus that person's narrative. This person's a bad guy. This person, like, no. That's where it kind of starts getting dry. It's like all of these people creating their own reality TV networks. It gets to a fucking point. Literally, okay? We are sick of these networks. Every 2 seconds, it's a new baddie. You know what I'm saying? In a house squabbling. Baddies are trash. Baddies are LV. Baddies of MMC. Crip baddies. Like, it's becoming a lot. So the last thing I want to see is all these documentaries. I will say that. Now, I'm a fair viewer, don't get me wrong, but I'm not trying to see a bunch of documentaries on everything. Now, Busta Rhymes recently had a run-in with a TikToker who thought he was funny and compared him to Tracy Morgan.
Get the video on this. Tracy Morgan.
Oh, Tracy.
What? Hey, what did I just say?
Wait. What did you say?
Nah. Bro, disrespect.
Wait. That Busta Rhymes has such a distinct voice. I know that nigga heart started beating when he said that. Y'all gotta stop playing with these old heads. Y'all gotta leave these old heads alone. These old heads are not wrapped too tight. Had he done this to like a Jim Jones, he may have knocked them out. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's because somebody like a Busta Rhymes has a lot to lose. Not that Jim Jones doesn't, but I'm just saying, like, you feel me? Like, he right now is at a point in his life, he don't have time to be doing the squabbling type stuff. But y'all gonna stop trying these old heads. Y'all gonna stop trying these old heads.
Just said.
My boy out here.
Put your camera down. Who's Tracy Morgan? Who's Tracy Morgan? What does that mean?
I don't know. My boy said Tracy.
Busta Rhymes, nigga. I'm not talking to you, homie.
Whatever.
I'm trying to understand. I'm asking you a question. I ain't calling you out.
problem. Not a problem being asked the question. And I don't understand. I don't know what that means either. That's why I'm asking.
And when he talking, he sound like he rapping, Chad.
I asked you a question, but let's talk about.
Like, you feel me? I thought he was gonna touch it. Like, you feel me? Like, to me, okay. I find it to be like there's creators to me that get online and like they do certain stuff out of shock value just to garner views. Those creators to me, I've never found like the most funny. Now he does look like Tracy Morgan. It's no shade. He does. He looks like a more fit Tracy Morgan. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all know he was mad because his belly was sticking extra out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to me, creators that do stuff like this to kind of like garner attention, clout, clicks, views, it kind of cheapens their brand to me. Like you're not funny on your own. You have to like do something crazy to people be like, oh my God. Without that, you're just a boring dud. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a good key unless you're doing something shocking. Like them TikTokers that or them Twitchers that be like setting the rooms on fire, running out. Like, what the is that? Y'all get what I'm saying?
That's the only way I can understand why I'm asking questions. So I was taking a picture and showing love because you were trying to be funny. So what you mean Tracy, my boy? What that mean?
Everyone say Tracy.
I ain't hear nobody say Tracy. You know what I'm saying?
Tracy.
Play stupid either with your man. Talk about Tracy. I don't know what y'all doing.
Yo, what happened? What did you say? Get the video. Get the video on this. Tracy Morgan. Oh, Tracy.
What? Sorry. Busta Rhymes went for so okay. And I think it's even more of a disrespect to him because it's somebody not of color doing that. So it's like you're trying to be funny in the culture that you're not even a part of. It's no shade. But this is what y'all get. Y'all allow these people that are not kinfolk think that they could play in our faces. Y'all allow the Aiden Rosses to think that they're in, the Neons to think that they're in when they don't really even know shit. Because for you to meet somebody like that, you should be ashamed of yourself to try to joke like that, even though it's a little funny, don't get me wrong. It's like, if I were to meet him, baby, I'm trying to get business advice. I'm trying to network. You feel me? I ain't trying to key on you for what? That ain't going to get you nothing but some clicks and embarrass. That's it. I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think shock value content creation is getting dead? Because what y'all think? Okay, it just depends on the platform that you more seem like. Because I feel like if you're like a Twitch or TikToker watcher, like you love this type of stuff. But if not, you're just like, ugh. Now, Tyra, y'all, I'm sorry. Why y'all trying to make Tyra feel like she having like a bad downfall? The lady is getting up there in age, which I expected her to be a high fashion model, a sexy runway lingerie model for the rest of her life. She is aging. Can y'all leave her alone? Leave Brandy alone. Leave Tyra alone. I gotta do one for Tyra. Leave Tyra alone. Y'all have all these people that have wait on her show, got clout off her show, and now they're laughing because of awkward moments that she has online. It's getting ridiculous.
Let me tell you what he did. We're about to get to the end of this. You know when Santa Claus tells you that he gonna come down your chimney and he wants you to leave some cookies and cream on that thing for him to eat. Do you know what he doing? Child, he ain't biting that cookie. He ain't sipping that cream. He taking a bowl from your cabinet, from your joinery, y'all call it, and he putting it on the thing. He putting a little bit of cookie. He putting a little bit of that milk. He mixing it up, and he put it in your freezer. And he trying to make it taste like Santa's pies, and it tastes like Santa's shit. That magic. And I started saying, "Woo, they flying. Make it rain deal. Make it rain deal." And he said, "Now she got magic with the deals. I'm back up dancer." And he got fighting us in your smiles and dreams. Make it rain deal. And Santa Claus got jealous. He just kept going. He said, "Now she got magic with the deals." What? Mariah, what's good, girl? What's good, Mariah?
Now this is a little cringe. I ain't gonna lie. Not only is cringe, it's a little embarrassing. Who the hell is gonna be listening to this during Christmas time? Okay, the only ghetto Christmas song that we listen to is "Dead the Halls with Bounds of Holly." Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Santa baby, please hurry down the chimney. Santa baby, please hurry down the chimney tonight. Dead the halls with sloppy toppy. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, that's that Kaya Santa baby. That's the only ghetto tunes that we listen to around Christmas time. When we sipping on that eggnog. We not listening to no Santa Smize. What the hell is a Santa Smize? Come on now.
No, no, no. Take us home, y'all. Take us home, y'all. So, ain't no more kids. What happened to the kids? The kids, there was only 2 kids, and we done grown up. Yeah, he was my makeup dancer, and we was adults. That need to reach kids from all over the land.
Tyra, we need you to just guest judge on Drag Race and call it a day. Maybe ask Saru for some tips because she knows how to make a bopper too. But this isn't it. Santa Smize.
It's like, it was yellow, it was magical. She put all them little reindeers up on it, and she loaded it with ice cream, and she said, I'm gonna send it to all the babies in the land. And there was an Arctic wall that rose up from the ground and got stolen to the sky, and a blizzard happened. He pushed that with his Santa Claus magic.
I'll have what you're having, babe.
I think I'm going crazy. Slay, bitch. Okay. Yeah.
Whoever is giving Tyra the okay or giving her the yes, okay? Yes, queen. You know, there's always a yes, queen type of gay around. Then be the worst. They'll tell you yes, queen. Whole time it's trash. Okay? And they're not keeping it a buckarooski. That's what I'll be here for. I'm gonna keep it back. I'm not going, yes, queen, you to death. Okay? I'm gonna tell you the truth. And this ain't it, Tyra. Ain't nobody finna be streaming that. Okay? I like the hot ice cream that she was promoting. Like, that's a shtick. This ain't it. Okay. Now, the same football player, former football player, that had some things to say about Russell Wilson and Sierra and them together having the Thanksgiving dinner, and Russell Wilson's family predominantly not being there, gave some apologies for his comments on commentating on the Thanksgiving dinner that they all had together.
Obviously went viral. Me sharing my experience with what I had at a teammate's crib. But with that being said, I just would have to let y'all know, like, hey, look, I'm a kid from Dallas, Texas, right? I come from a traditional household when it comes to family, right? When we came from, like, I came from shit. And so when it come to Thanksgiving, the reason I said what I said is because when we had a little bit of nothing, we still came together as a family. That's the way that I was raised. That's the way that I always seen it. So when I seen something a little bit different, it was that to me. It was different. Now, I probably could have articulated it a lot better than what I did.
No.
And I could have gave a little bit more context than what I did. But I do want to sit here, and whether my co-host agrees or not, because I know he don't, I do want to issue an apology, right? I felt like they didn't wake up and ask for that, Russ, Sierra, and especially Baby Future, right? This was a long time ago. I shared an experience that I had 10 years ago.
It's a lot of things they don't wake up to.
Right. It's a lot of stuff that, but I can only speak for me.
Okay.
Right. And so I can't issue that apology and say that I do apologize for, because they didn't necessarily deserve it. I could have told a story without name dropping, because I'm pretty.
I mean, this is a half-ass BS apology. So you're basically saying sorry for saying your name, but not sorry for not talking about the story. Shut the hell up, okay? To me, what he did was disrespectful. Out of line. Like, seriously though, like, you invite somebody in the comfort of your own home, and then your bitch ass go on a podcast. As a straight male, I'm gonna keep saying that, because y'all be swearing it's the girls that's the problem. It's the straight males with mics. They're the ones that's really doing their biggest ones, but we're the problem. Oh, okay. Anyways, but you go in there and you talk about this man and his family, like, that to me was highly disrespectful. Like, I don't get what made him thought that was okay to do, and how nobody took him behind the scenes and didn't like say like, hey, after this podcast, because I'm assuming this wasn't live. Of course, it wasn't a live podcast. Usually they'll sit down podcasts are never live, and be like, hey, like, you sure you want us to put this out there? Because like, you talking about the man, you know, and him not having family, like, he might feel a way about that shit. Like, it might go viral. Like, you know, we'll cut it out. We'll cut it out for you. So save face. No. So it's half-assed, because you're basically saying I shouldn't ever said your name, but I still should have said what happened in the story. That's bullshit.
Shit, like, other people go tell their stories on podcasts and their experiences, and then you just speculate who it is, and you go from there. So, like I said, bro, I do want to issue that apology publicly. I don't think that you can publicly say something and then go privately apologize. You know what I'm saying? So, I would love to just start off there and saying like, hey, look, I do apologize, especially to Baby Future, because if it's one person I fuck with, it's the Future fans. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said,
now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Niggas really ain't shit. And then you double down and you say you're a Future fan. Like, come on. You might as well have just not apologized, sir. Just take it with you with your next Thanksgiving plate at another house. Like, wow. This is even worse than what you said at the beginning. You know damn well Future not no big fan of the man, regardless of what facade they may put on the internet. Really?
like I said, bro, like, look, man, we're gonna sit on it. And this is a learning experience for a lot of us, bro. We've been doing this podcast, 9 episodes, and we learning a lot, we going through a lot, and it's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs. We gonna sit over here and we're gonna have viral moments, we're gonna have moments that might not go viral. First thing first, bro, we gotta address the elephant in.
I'm telling y'all gotta take these mics away from these straight men. Leave it for the punks in the garage. Leave it for the girls in the garage. Leave it for the girls in the garage. Okay? I'm just saying. All right. So Bow Wow recently was on a podcast. It says that he does not look his age because he does not eat red meat or pork.
25 years in the game and still look like he's 19.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you was doing, man? What the fuck?
Oh, you.
Like, what was you doing, man?
You know what's crazy, bro? Like, when people be asking me that question, and this probably like, it might be like a crazy answer, but I always tell motherfuckers like, bro, I never had red meat or pork in my life. Like, I never ate that shit.
You never ate red meat or pork?
Mm-mm. I don't know what it tastes like.
Did it start with your mom? Your mom said we ain't.
Yeah, it was definitely early childhood. Like,
What
mom's
you mean?
date.
You
Mom's
never
date.
had red meat.
Never had it. I don't know what
You never had steak, beef, burgers?
Nah,
Nigga,
turkey
you
burgers.
never had a steak.
Turkey
nigga.
burgers.
Nah, hell no. Nah. That shit bleed like us and shit should be like red on the plate. All
A
that
turkey
shit.
bleed
A
too.
turkey bleed
I
too,
ain't never
nigga.
cut into a turkey burger. That bitch red blood start coming out that motherfucker.
About Weezy got 25 years in the game and still look like he's 19.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you was doing, man? What the fuck?
Oh, you.
Like, what was you doing, man?
You know what's crazy, bro? Like,
To me, he don't look 38, but he looks like early 30s, late 20s. No shade. I'll say that. I look older than I actually am because of my beard. I feel like. Y'all may think different, but that's just how I feel. Some of y'all know my age, some of y'all don't. I'm just saying. Now, this clip has went viral because a lot of people were basically saying that like he got a lot of cap in his rap. because you know he looks his age. But like I said, I think it gives like early 30s. It gives like early 30s. Okay. Now, another person who did a podcast recently, this is a podcast episode, is Michelle Williams. So she revealed that Beyonce gave Kelly suggestions to help with her show. And that's why she ended up appearing. Like anytime she goes to see something, she's gonna give suggestions. Okay.
Beyonce comes to something and she sees something. She's gonna make some suggestions. I love it. So yes, Kelly's show, the news that I'm hearing, Kelly's show was the bomb. And
you gotta love Michelle for being so positive. The news that I'm hearing, besides the drama, Kelly's show was the bomb.com. Like, girl, it was a lot of drama. Everybody talk about the backstage thing, but you gotta love Michelle Williams. The Christian in her gonna show the positivity and act like the negativity not going on. Like she just gonna ignore it completely. Okay.
Then when Sister Carter came on in, now you're seeing something else amazing. So Beyonce came on in. Let me tell you something about that Beyonce Giselle. And I've been talking about them the past few episodes. Beyonce comes to something and she sees something. She's going to make some suggestions. I love it. So yes, Kelly's show, the news that I'm hearing, Kelly's show was the bomb. And
the fact that Beyonce comes for stuff like that, that kind of shows like, as much as people always want to villainize her, she didn't have to do certain stuff like that. So that shows that she really is a true sister. As much as people try to make it seem like she's like this badass witch who's just doing all this voodoo behind all these scenes and, you know, making these people's lives horrible, for her to show up in a way like that is amazing. I think, like one of the people in the comments said, the moment she saw that Kelly had forgot those lyrics, that's when she decided to and pop up to make sure things were in order. Okay. I think she was looking out like, y'all not gonna talk bad about my sis. Okay. Now let's talk Kandi and Todd. This whole situation is breaking my heart, y'all. We're going to talk in I do have the amended petition for divorce, the actual PDF as well, where it lists everything. So the petitioner, which is y'all, Kandi's middle name, y'all, is Lennis. Okay, Lennis Tucker, right? Lennis Tucker, and files for her amended petition for divorce against respondent T. Jermaine Tucker. Okay, and shows the court as follows. Petitioner filed her petition for divorce before Fulton County Superior Court on November 21st, 2025. Petitioner served counsel for the respondent on the same date. Respondent is the resident of Fulton County, Georgia, and is subject to the venue and jurisdiction of this court. Personal service may be effectuated upon the respondent at his current residence in Fulton County, Georgia. Now, I'm seeing all of these rumors about how Kandi left him for a girlfriend. Todd had his own girlfriend. This is all alleged stuff. It's so pathetic how people are just like, y'all so happy to see these people break up. It really says a lot about y'all. Like, damn, y'all that miserable that y'all happy to see a marriage divorce, like a marriage end. Like, what do y'all gain from that? A meme? Money? Not even that. Petitioner serves the right to amend her petition and other relevant pleadings with the physical address of the parties for safety concerns. Petitioner and respondent were married in April 2014. Prior to the date of marriage and conduction of the marriage ceremony, the parties drafted, negotiated, and executed an enforceable, we're going to get to the prenup, y'all, prenuptial agreement under the applicable statutes of the state of Georgia. Now, there's this whole situation with this prenup. So now it's being said that Todd is trying to get the prenup thrown out because he felt like he signed it under duress. So of course, duress is stress. You feel as if you're being pressured into doing something that you do not want to do. So leading up to him signing the prenup, there is footage that he is now asking the courts to kind of view to show that he was under a lot of immense pressure and stress into signing this divorce, into signing this prenup. So that way now he would have kind of a level up in this divorce because the prenup would be thrown out, which gives all of Kandi's assets and money free game. I don't like this. And I'm gonna tell you why. I feel as if you doing this, Todd, proves everybody right. Which I feel like he could probably give a fuck less because they have 2 kids together. So it's not like he cares. At the end of the day, it shows the money hungriness in him. Pure point blank. And for you to say that and allege that Kandi at one point wasn't able to keep the kids because she's all out and about and you had to be the, like, to me, you're trying to make her, you're kind of paint a bad narrative on her name like she's some bad mom. And when we see years, it's documented how hardworking Kandi is. The lady just don't sit up in her bed with her feet up. Like, what the fuck? Like, to me, it's like, if she's not working, right, and going out there and making the bread, who's gonna make it? It ain't gonna be Utah. Sorry. Like, it's just not. It's gonna, you gonna make bread. Don't give me. I feel like Todd is a hustler. What Natalie said, Todd is a shaker. Todd is a mover and a shaker, right? He's a mover and a shaker, but you're not a comparison to Kandi Burruss. She literally wrote Shape of You. You hear it on the radio every 2 seconds on a white radio station. Like, come on now. Y'all gonna have to put some respect on this lady name because it's like a lot of y'all just playing games and think this is like cute and funny, and it's not. Okay. So further, the party's journey to executing an enforceable prenuptial agreement was filmed and broadcasted on Bravo Television Network with the knowledge and consent of both the petitioner and respondent for their 5-part reality television wedding documentary entitled Kandi's Wedding that premiered on June 1st, 2014. Let me tell you what he gonna try to use. Child, he gonna say it's AI. This is why a lot of y'all don't understand how AI is dangerous. Imagine, let's say she presents. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because if he watches this video, he gonna get ideas. Imagine if somebody presents a video in court and they say, "No, that's not me. That is AI." You know how dangerous that is? Something that could be used as evidence can now be questioned as AI now. This is why people don't understand how like horrible these things are. Of course, they're going to probably subpoena Bravo to be able to get that footage, but who knows what people could say like, "Oh, she's been working with Bravo for years. Their allegiances to her." It's AI. Not real. It just to me is like it's dangerous more than y'all think. Okay. The respondent audibly announced during this documentary that he was indeed good to sign the prenuptial agreement during a private encounter with the petitioner and after consulting with his attorney, Randall Kessler, and on and off camera. I wonder if he didn't sign, would Kandi still marry him? I think she would have called off the wedding. That would have been a whole headline. No shade. I do not think Kandi would have walked down the aisle unless he signed. Thank God. Although he's trying to fight it, I don't think it's going to be an easy fight at all. At all. And if I were you, Kandi, I ain't telling you to do nothing illegal, but I'll call over there Andy and have a couple talks if there's footage that doesn't look satisfactory. I'm just saying. Because regardless or not, like, you're a grown man. Like, can't nobody force you to do a ass thing. I'm sorry. Like, come on now. If you're gonna be around something, it's because you want to be around something. Unless you're literally getting a GUN or your life threatened to do something, then it's like, okay, I get it. But if somebody's just saying, do it, and you're a grown man with a kid and gray hair, miss me with the duress. Okay, miss me with the duress. Because it's not like she surprised you with the prenup. Y'all had already been talking about it leading up to that day. So you had acknowledgement of the prenup. That's why, to me, that argument is null and void because he was already made aware of it. This wasn't she wrote it up the day of and just said, here. No. This had to be conjured up. I watched the wedding special vividly. I remember watching it. And like that was a point of contention between them because Mama Joyce was like, oh, he better sign that prenup. Okay. And the aunties was like, I don't want you to marry. Okay. Aunt Bertha and them say, I don't want you to marry. Like they done said that. So that's my whole thing. There are 2 minor children born as issue of marriage between the parties, A. Tucker, a male child, January 2016, and B. Tucker, a female child born November 2019. Respectively, the minor children have resided with the parties since their birth to date, which Todd does not agree, says that they've been living with him, allegedly. Both the petitioner and respondent are public figures and self-employed entrepreneurs who work in the metropolitan area and throughout the United States. During the period of time that their respective parties' work schedules required them to travel, the petitioner has hired and paid the expenses of a full-time nanny. So this is where Todd is trying to now once again, this is Kandi filing, but in the media, there has been some things that have leaked in regards to Todd basically stating, this is all alleged, of course, that she was not around enough. That's why Kandi posted what she posted with all of those messages saying that, she's the strong friend that people, she's one of those strong friends that people need to check on and how, life trying to bring her down, but she's trying to look up. The nanny has provided care and assisted the parties with the minor children. Do I find it wrong that Kandi has a nanny? Hell no. She's a full-time businesswoman. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. If white people are able to get nannies, why is we as black people that we look down on stuff like that? This is why we as people of color are always held back. While these white people are out here freaking owning 9,000 businesses and they have a nanny that they can trust and making sure the nanny is taking care of the kid until the kid gets old enough to take care of themselves, we're out here slaving and making sure the kid is taken care of when half the time the kid be asleep, while we could be out here making money when we have the money to be able to hire a full-time nanny to make sure the kid's okay. That's a problem for me. I don't like that. We need to stop holding ourselves back. It's a big ass problem for me. The nanny has provided care and assistance and assisted the parties with the minor children throughout the marriage and since the respective births of each of the minor children today without any objection from the respondent. Both the petitioner and respondent have held professional obligations that have required each party to travel away from the home for extended periods of time, independently and jointly, prior to and after the births of both of their minor children. In addition to the nanny service, the petitioner has a diverse, concentrated family support network, which includes maternal grandparents, aunts, hi Bertha, uncles, and cousins. Hi, Big Ock. If y'all don't know Big Ock, okay, not the little way, is Kandi's cousin. Within a 5 to 20 mile radius of the family residence. And another thing too, let's not act like Kandi doesn't come with a pack of wolves, a family that will have nothing else to do but watch her kids. This is why, to me, I'm on Kandi's side completely without even knowing them personally, because it's like, come on now. To me, it's like, I don't like the fact that all these alleged things are coming out all of these years later. Okay. Of course, we've always known that they've done their things. Kandi has admitted it, that they've had their fun with women and, dealt and did the threesome stuff and everything like that. But I'm talking about the whole parental stuff. That's the stuff I don't like. Cause like, come on now, really? Really? Because I feel as if those things that are being alleged on the online are actually true, Todd would have left a long time ago. I just don't see Todd as like this just stay-at-home dad, just taking care in the diaper, the shitting everywhere and just be like, I just don't see that. He's a businessman himself. Don't get it twisted. Well, now he's a mover and a shaker. I gotta clip that, by the way. The petitioners support network is readily available and has traditionally supported the minor children emotionally and physically throughout the marriage in accordance with the petitioner. Therefore, the petitioner amends her petition and asserts in accordance with OCGA 1993 that is in its best interest of the minor children for her to be awarded primary physical custody of the minor children, with the correspondent being awarded parenting time with the children on a consistent basis in accordance with the parenting plan. The petition reaffirms that it is in the best interest of the minor children for the parties to be awarded joint legal custody of the minor children, and further asserts that it is in the best interest of the children for her to be awarded final decision-making authority with matters related to academics, education, and healthcare. Wherefore, petition prays that she is awarded a total divorce from respondent, that the petitioner is awarded joint legal custody of the parties' minor children with final decision-making authority with matters addressing academics, education, and healthcare on a temporary and permanent basis. So Kandi is wanting that joint custody, while it's being alleged that Todd is wanting complete and full custody because he claims that the kids are in his care. Now, that's what's being alleged online. Then the petitioner is awarded primary custody of the minor children on a temporary and permanent basis, that the child support obligations be determined by the child support guidelines of the state of Georgia. The prenuptial agreement is enforced on behalf of the petitioner and the respondent, and that the petitioner is granted any such other and further relief as the court deems equitable and appropriate. Okay. And there ends the document. All right. Now let's talk what the Jasmine brand reported. Okay. So what they're reporting, you guys, is that Todd might win against Kandi Burruss in divorce court because of the prenup proceedings. They said the Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker divorce has fans in a frenzy, and now even the legal experts are starting to weigh in. Kandi Burruss' estranged husband Todd Tucker may have a fighting chance at winning his prenuptial agreement in their ongoing split, but longtime divorce attorney said it will not be an easy road. Wrong road. Anytime a person signs a prenuptial agreement days or hours before their wedding, this is where the duress comes in. Dizzy door hoes got you hoes in duress. Okay. Right. Anytime a person signs a prenuptial agreement days or hours before their wedding, they're creating an argument to be made later that they are under duress or undue pressure to sign the document. Attorney Holly Davis explains to Us Weekly. She added that the claim only holds weight if Tucker can meet specific legal factors. Davis noted that Todd had ample time and opportunity to consult counsel, though she acknowledged that in the rare chance that Kandi's lawyer fraudulently inserted that Todd's attorney had signed off, he might have a chance to win. Attorney Kay Brudgman said unaired Bravo footage could be key if it shows undue pressure or emotionally charged circumstances. This is what I was referring to when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? While Yotanen S. Lavorta added, Tucker's claim may have some validity depending on how one-sided the agreement was. Now, with this whole proceeding, though, I just hope when it comes to the children that they're both granted joint. I feel like that is only fair. I'm sorry. I feel like that's only freaking fair if we're really going to keep it a buck. Now, the money thing, it gets real tricky. And the reason why is because they have created businesses together. They had one restaurant, especially with the whole Old Lady gang together. You know what I'm saying? So they've done plays together. So from an outside person looking in, it does look like a scheme. I'm sorry. I know we all joke about it and the scheme that Todd set up, but it does look like a scheme because it looks as if like you got with this woman who's highly successful, who makes a lot of money. You determine and you make sure to push to do business ventures and be in business with her. So that way, when things all fall apart, you're able to say, oh, well, we did some thing together. So, hey, I could get this, I could get that. That's what it looks like to outsider. I'm just saying. Let me know what y'all think down below about these topics, y'all. How do y'all think this divorce is going to end up? A lot of people have been pulling up old clips when it comes to Todd and Kandi about, you know, their YouTube channel and how basically they used to go live. There's one particular video where Kandi is talking about divorce proceedings and if a wife should be able to pay a husband's like alimony, pay alimony and stuff like that. And he was just like, why not? If you do business together, and he started to get very frustrated. I'm talking very frustrated. That to me should have been the biggest red flag for Kandi to get the fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Now it was too late by that time because they was already married, but it's still like, you know, I don't know. Maybe it would have been better earlier than later. Anyways, let me know what y'all think down below. Stay tuned for more content, y'all, and we out, babies.